Hey guys, this is Ty and welcome back to the channel. I am over here at White Lightning Harley Davidson and we are all just getting lined up and getting ready for a group ride that we're about to head out on. We're just heading out for a little bit of a ride, grab some food, hang out together, that type of thing. Should be a good time. So hello my YouTube friends and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you joining me today. So as I just mentioned, we're with the Chattanooga Hog chapter from White Lightning Harley Davidson. And we're just heading out, gonna hang out for a little bit. So along the way, I had a couple ideas of some stuff for us to talk about. And one of those, I wanted to share my story with you guys about how I got into motovlogging. It was interesting because just recently I was on the Daily Biker podcast that White Lightning Harley Davidson sponsors, and that question kind of came up in that interview. Marcus asked me, you know, when did you get started in motovlogging? How did you get started in motovlogging? And so if you've not listened to or seen the podcast, then I would like to discuss that and share those moments with you now. So it was a couple of years ago and I was out riding with some friends. I might have been with this hog group even, I'm not completely sure, but we were out riding near Reliance, Tennessee. And in the particular area that we were riding in, there was this beautiful stream that was off to the left side of the road with this gorgeous tree line with all these different colors. It was just really beautiful off to the right. So you had this scenery that, you know, you just saw and you were taking it in, and what you wanted to do, or at least what I wanted to do, was just share that with someone. Now, my wife wasn't with me at the time. She was still riding with me at the time, but she wasn't there with me. And I can remember seeing all of that and saying to myself, man, I would love to be able to share this view with Winnie right now. So after we got back from that ride, that was one of the things that I really started researching. You know, I had no idea that motovlogging even existed at this point. Didn't even know what it was. And so when I got back home from that ride, it was time to start researching and moving forward with my ideas. And, you know, I knew about GoPro. I knew about the GoPro cameras. And I can remember thinking, man, it'd be neat if there was some way I could put a GoPro on the motorcycle. So I think when I got home, I don't remember the exact details, but when I got back home, I remember Googling and researching how to do that. And I think I typed in something like GoPro motorcycles Tennessee, something to that effect. Well, it led me to a YouTube channel, Traveling Tall. Well, if you're watching my channel, you most certainly know about Tall's channel. Just a fantastic person. I've never met him in person, but it seems to be just a fantastic person with a great channel. And when I found what he was doing on YouTube, man, I just went all in and consumed every bit of what this guy was releasing and studied what he was doing and how he was doing it and all those type of things. Really just tried my best to pay attention and learn from the man. And then if you've spent any time on YouTube, you know, you start looking at something on YouTube and researching videos, and down you go down the rabbit hole. And it was just that way. So I got on Tall's YouTube channel. For a while I was thinking, man, this guy is the only guy in the game that is doing this type of thing. But slowly but surely I discovered, man, there's not one, there is many. And so I started researching, you know, more content creators and more motorcyclists and what they were doing and that type of thing. And so that led me to the point where I was ready to buy my very first GoPro, strap it to my helmet, and get recording. Now, motovlogging is really like any other hobby that's out there. And what I mean by that is this: if you want to get good at it, you've got to practice. You know, if you want to be an athlete, one of the things you've got to do, you've got to practice the sport that you want to be proficient in. And motovlogging is the exact same way. You know, first starting out, it was painful. It was painful recording those first few videos. It was painful, you know, deciding how to handle the technology aspect of motovlogging. All those things were extremely painful. But the more you do it, the more you practice, the better you get. It's really just like anything else. And so that's one of the things that I've really strived for over the past couple of years, is continue to hone the craft and study the craft, and, you know, potentially, hopefully, I've gotten better at it. So if I had to pick one motovlogger, my favorite of all time, yeah, it would have to be Tall. Partly because the reasons I just told you guys, and partly one of the things I didn't mention, Tall's just right up the road from me, man. So I live in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area, and Tall is in the Knoxville, Tennessee area. So from where I live, he's only maybe an hour, 45 minutes, something like that away from me. So hopefully one day our paths will cross. I know he's hinted about a meet and greet that he's got coming up, the first one that he had in Knoxville. My wife and I were out of town and I was just unable to attend, but man, I'm going to make it a priority to go to this next one. In the comments below, if you would, if you're a motovlogger, let me know what got you into motovlogging and into this hobby. And if you're not a motovlogger and you're someone who likes to watch motovlogging, same question applies. What got you into motovlogging? Who's your favorite motovlogger? Let me know in the comments below. Well, it is a beautiful day. We're still probably about 35 minutes away from the restaurant. So I'm going to shut this camera off and I am just going to enjoy this ride for a little bit. So guys, if you would, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.